I've got a B. Wait, his name was Mr.T, that was it. Because he had a mohawk. It was Scar, Mr.T, Pinky Tail, well, these documentaries people watched them their whole life, so they had to name them. And see when the first one died, Pinky Tail, see when he died, and they were all contacting each other through the radio, and they were all heavy sad, and were like, oh, I'll go and break the news to them and all that. And I was like, fuck. The guys like, oh yeah, when I woke up in the morning and I was told that he died, and yeah, I was crying for a while because I really seen him as my line. I was fucking greeting, man. It was so sad because the way he died, it was just it was like a 4-on-1. It was like a 4-on-1. They were all slowly killing him. Because right, I was thinking why they would slowly kill him, but then it kinda hit me because they like think if you attack a lion heavy quickly, even if it is really weak, it can still go for your throat. So I was like, they bite the inside of the anus because of that. That's a soft point. It's a pressure point, so they bite the inside of it.
I mean, the lions eat ass.
Right, Scott, sit down and listen. That's fine. It's a long story. Right, so when lions reach a certain age, right, they get kicked out basically when they're 2, right? And there was these 5 lion brothers, and they were all very, very close, right? I'll tell you their names, right? There was Scar, because he had a scar on the side of his body. Pinky Tail, because he had a shite tail. Mr.T, because he had a mohawk. And I don't remember the 4th one, but yeah, there's a 4th one. Right? And their tribe, what are they called tribe? I don't know, man. Right?
We say our goodbyes.
The group, like, took out another group. Their territory and all that. But normally they'd kill all the cubs. I think they let one live. And he became like one of the brothers. He was a half brother. But who his name was?
Yes.
And this day, so when they reached 2, he was 2 years older than him. So he was like the big one. He was a very big and what did they call it? He was a very amazing specimen of lion. Right? So they get kicked out, and they stick together because when a lion gets kicked out, it's a very hard time. It's when they're most vulnerable to adapt to life outside of a group. So they hunted together and trained, became ready to take over their own territory. And Mohura was the leader because he had the darkest mane, and a lion has the darkest mane. That means they have more testosterone than the rest, right?
Yeah, okay.
So they go through a big reign of terror for the next few years, and they take over the Sarabi Desert. That was it. They took over the whole area. They just destroyed everything. Right?
Shot fuck.
Right, so Mr.T, right? He was like a natural born leader. He wanted to be a leader. He didn't want to be helping all the time. So he attacks Mohura and loses, right? So Mohura, the fascist. Right. So Mohura, and so him, Mr.T and Pinky Tail were like really, really, really close.
I come and help you, Steven, sorry.
They were like, Mr.T was the leader and Pinky Tail was the sidekick. That's how they was always put down as, right? So they two go and take over the east, while the rest like raise their families in the west. And Mr.T was always very aggressive, right? So they two defend their territory against they call it nomads, like single lions that try to take over for 2 years. But then this other tribe of lions came, and there was 5 of them.
What the fuck?
And these are very big lions, and they'd attack. And the people who were like documenting it didn't know what was going on.
What are you? Maybe she's just leaving with fresh up passages.
They eventually, like, you know, lost it. They're old, so this is like they ruled for 6 years.
I don't know anything.
Well, they were 8 this time.
Right, don't go. She go wide right.
8 for Lion is
don't
quite
go
old.
Right, don't.
Aye, when they're like 4, that's the like 4 and 5, that's their prime. I like 6 now. I don't know, go and Google it.